Hey guys, this is What If here. I just want to talk about the 2017 Xfinity race at Daytona, and honestly, I don't even know what in the hell that was. There was so many big crashes, red flags. It was a mess. Um, Before the first segment even like completely finished, it took them like an hour and a half to do it because of two massive red flags with big crashes. But I'll start with the beginning. I wrote down a few notes throughout the race. The very early part of the race, I was very concerned because I'll get into it. But basically, the first caution came out, and I don't even know what was the even reason for it. Obviously, there were cars, but like there was one that was just slow. Like there were two cars just slow. Like were they leaving oil on the track or something? Like the announcers never clarified that, and I didn't see anything on Twitter. So it's just like a random like caution because they were slow, and it's dumb if there's no actual logical reasoning for it. And also because of that, they were 5 laps under yellow for it. It's like unbelievable. Like you would think it would be like for a wreck of some kind, but not for cars just going slow. So that gave me bad signs right out of the bat that something that was going to be a bad fucking race because that was ridiculous. That was just dumb. And then Benny Gordon hits the wall, but there's no caution for that. But we'll have a caution for cars just slowing down the track. Like you would think, Benny Gordon hitting the wall in some way, shape, or form would have brought out the caution, but it didn't. So I'm glad there wasn't a caution, but another random inconsistency there for NASCAR. Then there was another one where a back marker spun in the back. Like caution came out for the 40 car spinning, and it was one of those things where they were just by themselves and they spun and they kept going, but they threw out the L. Like it's so dumb when they threw out the caution like that because like it'll be different if they actually hit the wall or something, but no, they just spun out and they're just like, oh, let's throw the yellow for a car that's in the back. Like it's always stupid. Then there was a big one on lap 24. A bump draft gone wrong, and then everybody arc braked it and ran into a bunch of them, and it caused a big mess. That was that was ridiculous. And then there was a second big one that happened like right after like lap 24, and it was where Hamburg made contact with Allgaier, and oh my god, that fucking hurt. God damn it, that hurt. My boy Allgaier got completely destroyed, almost Earnhardt style, kind of, but that sucked. But then there was like the racing itself, like besides those incidents, like I think maybe like the first like three sort of cautions, like except for those three before the very big first big one, I was very scared because there were a lot of cautions that didn't need to come out, but the racing itself, despite that, was very good. A lot of action, a lot of passing. You could tell the guys were wheeling it, and I don't know if the bump drafting rule thing wasn't implied. I didn't notice it because they never brought it up. The announcers never brought it up, and but if it was enforced, they didn't do anything about it. But the racing was fine. Like that was the core of it was fine. The red flag and stuff, yeah, they took a long time. I'm not going to gripe about that because it was a big fucking crash. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about them taking long for that. But there's a lot of big ones in this race, so I was really surprised by how many of them happened in this one. And also, about midway, quarter way through the race, like three-fourths through, Brad bumped into pool, and it was just. I mean, obviously it wasn't Brad's intention, but it's just another Cup driver just fucks another freaking Xfinity regular over. Oh my god, that gets me upset. And it happened again with Austin Dillon, I think. Did that to somebody else, so. God damn it. Oh my god. But despite that, because it completely destroyed Sadler, who seemed to have the best car. And also, he got 2 segment wins, so it's not really that big of a deal that he wrecked. He already got 20 bonus points, so he could finish wherever the hell he finished and still have good points today because his point system's completely freaking dumb. But oh well. But then we get to the end of the race where, unbelievably, Ryan Reed wins it again. He won in 2015, then he wins it in 2017. I was really surprised by that because Ryan Reed, despite that Daytona win, hasn't done jack shit in any other race, it seems like. I'm pretty sure he's had top 5, top 10s, but he hasn't been super impressive, but for some reason at Daytona, he has it down, I guess. I don't know. But it was, again, despite him derping so often and everything, it is cool to see a driver like him win, who actually, is a diabetic and was diagnosed with diabetes, and being in the sport, and especially when people were telling him, or like doctors were telling him, your racing career is over, and he proved them wrong, and then he gets another win, despite anything that's happened to him, any derps he done. I mean, the fact he won and everything is fucking awesome. So that is really cool to see. Also, it's neat to see Roush being relevant again, so that's nice. The finish was not super exciting, mainly because Austin Dillon just ran out of fuel on the final restart, and it jacked up the inside line a lot, so the field couldn't order up accordingly. But I mean, the finish wasn't super crazily exciting, but I'll take that over a race ending under yellow, like the truck race. I mean, I'm not gonna, and that's not me insinuating that they should not have thrown out the caution for that, right? Because yes, they needed to, because there was a big crash. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, in general, no matter what, it's nice to see a race end under a checkered flag, and despite it not being super, super interesting, I'm glad that it was. They wrecked after the finish, so there you go, guys. You're doing it right. But yeah, just overall, a very long race. It was almost 4 hours, it felt like. But when they were racing, when they weren't derping and ARCA braking it was actually pretty damn good. There were some tandems here and there, not tandems, but train racing here and there early on. I was fine with that. But when it really mattered, they raced their ass off, and that was really enjoyable to watch. Xfinity racing has not been that super interesting in a long fucking time at these restrictor plate tracks. Not since the 2013 Daytona race. And that was because ever since then they did the no lock bumper rule, and it was fucking stupid for so many years. I don't know if they're still enforcing it or what, but the racing was good. I think hopefully with this splitter on the back, or spoiler, whatever the hell it's called, yeah, it makes the racing way better and more interesting, because that was really fucking cool. That was a good race, honestly. That was really, really good. I enjoyed it. We'll see what the Cup race brings tomorrow. We'll see. I'm not expecting a whole lot, but the Xfinity race might be the shout out for the weekend. I think that was pretty damn good. So that's really it. That's all I have to talk about. Very, very good race, very entertaining. Some of the cautions were nonsensical early on, but the racing and chord of that all was really good, and Ryan Reed won it, so that's awesome. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.